What if I told you the secret to winning in life isn't positive thinking and it's definitely not negative thinking, but it's actually neutral thinking? Today we're going to be talking about It Takes What It Takes by Trevor Moawad, a performance psychologist. Trevor Moawad wrote this book and he has worked with athletes like Russell Wilson, Vince Young, Nick Saban, and a bunch of college teams and MLB teams and US Special Forces, including the Navy SEALs. All of these principles are performance psychology and they're going to be applied to you in your life as a sales rep or just as a person. Now, Trevor actually passed away just last year, so we're going to be doing this in memory of him and his lessons. By the end of this training, you will understand neutral neurology and what it takes to succeed. The plan is we're going to go through all the big points of this book, and I'll show you how to lead under pressure, visualize your future, and eliminate negativity. You don't have to be an athlete to train like one. So let's dive in. First of all, what is neutral thinking and why does it matter? Now imagine yourself, you are an athlete, you're going down and you're performing, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, soccer, whatever it is. The only thing that matters is the present moment. What's happened in the past doesn't matter. You could have thrown four interceptions, had five turnovers, missed five goals, missed 10 sales calls in a row, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. Ask yourself, what's happening right now, and how can I influence my present moment into what I want to happen in the future? It's getting rid of the past, having short term memory, getting into the present moment, and moving forward for the desired result you have in the future. Russell Wilson, when he was in the Super Bowl, Trevor Moawad was his performance psychologist. And when he won his first Super Bowl, that was fantastic. It was really good. Obviously, they were celebrated. But in that second Super Bowl, where he threw the infamous interception at the goal line, he said, I have to be willing to be the person that's okay with throwing the game winning touchdown or the game losing interception. Those moments live in the same present. All that could be asked is what can I do on the next play? What can I do in the next season? What can you do on your next call? So for sales, missed deals and missed opportunities don't define you. They're not who you are. Don't dwell on them. Get rid of them and focus on what's going to help you have leverage for the future. It takes a plan. Having something to work towards as we're talking about the future is important. As a college football team, Georgia was down big in a bowl game against Oklahoma and Baker Mayfield. But at halftime, they went in and they said, this is our plan, this is our strategy, this is how we're going to execute. And then they went through and had neutral thinking towards the moment and executed, ended up winning the game, playing in the national championship. They lost in the national championship, but they had a plan and they stuck to it. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your training. Your plan is your training. So for sales, stop winging it. Stop going through the motions. Create a daily plan, have a daily objective, and all of my clients will know that we have daily objectives that we focus on so we can move forward with neutral. It takes hard choices. When he shared this principle, I thought about The Matrix. If you've ever seen The Matrix, where he offers him a red pill or a blue pill, one of them makes it so that you have to live in this false reality of stimulations that aren't real, but you feel like they're real because it's just electrical stimulation. Or you can take the other pill and you can escape the matrix and have the decision to be deliberate with your choices and actually experience real life. Which pill would you take? This is the illusion of choice. There is only one choice. There's only one thing that you can do if you actually want to be great. You can't eat bad. You can't not work out. You can't not train. You have to do those things in order to be great. So that there's this illusion of choice. If you want to escape, there's only specific choices that you have to make that you know you need to be making. Talent is not good enough without choices. And a quote that I liked from this is Nick Saban says, "We only have 5 choices in life. You can be bad, you can be average, just okay, you can be good, you can be great, or you can be excellent. The choices you make will lead to one of those paths. There's an illusion of choice. If you want to be excellent, there's only one path, one way to get there. It takes what it takes." And if you've read books like Atomic Habits or Take the Stairs or any other real success book, it's about the small or the compound effect. It's about the small little things that it takes to make that needle move forward. Small actions, small habits matter. It takes a verbal governor. The language that you tell yourself in your brain is very important. You're constantly running an ad campaign in your brain over and over and over again, whether it's positive, negative, neutral, whatever it is, you're thinking these things and your brain focuses on it. So it takes a verbal governor. Stop saying stupid crap. Stop. Don't let any negativity influence you at all. No more dumb, stupid things. Quit the negativity and shift it to neutral or positive. The thing with neutral thinking is to get out of reverse in a car, you have to go through neutral into drive. Or or this is called the negativity diet. Eliminate all negativity, any gossip, any negative music, negative media, anything negative going into your brain or out of it, get rid of it. Go at least 24 hours. This is a separate challenge. That's the negativity diet. A separate challenge is go at least 24 hours without saying no. Only say yes to everything. Don't disagree with anybody. Only agree, only yes, and then shift it. If you go and watch my training on Sell or Be Sold, you can understand a little bit more about always agreeing. So in sales, don't say I can't or they won't buy. Say to yourself instead something more neutral. They just haven't said yes yet, giving yourself momentum to win. It takes visualization. One of my favorite things to talk about is the power of the human mind. It is so powerful. Your thoughts, your brain doesn't know the difference between thought and reality. So when you visualize something very deeply, your brain perceives it as real. I have visualized myself getting wins, getting sales, going through building a successful business, having a relationship. I visualized this house that I'm in. I visualized my business. I visualized everything. It's part of manifestation where you can visualize this plan that you have. If we're adding everything all together, visualize yourself achieving your daily objective. Visualize yourself achieving your big goals and your big dreams. The more you can see it and feel it in reality with all of your senses, the more likely it is to become true. And Trevor shares examples of Olympic athletes that visualize themselves sprinting down the track and they say to themselves, head down, pump the arms, I am a bullet, I am a bullet, go fast. They have these mantras and affirmations that they also use to pair with their visualization to make it even more powerful. And they call this their danger zone. When they get into that zone of hyper focus after visualizing, doing affirmations, and being in the present moment. So for you in sales, picture yourself handling objections, using your skills to get somebody to agree with you and eventually get the sale. Visualize all of your transactions. Visualize your bank account being whatever you want it to be. Visualize these realities and they were one step closer to becoming true. It takes self-awareness. And Trevor shares a matrix about awareness and ability to do something. There are 4 different ones. Unconscious in meaning you're not aware of your inability to do something. You don't know that you're lacking a skill. Then there's conscious incompetence, meaning that you know you're aware of something that you need to be doing, but you don't know exactly what you need to do to achieve it. And then there's unconscious competence, where you don't know that you are succeeding, that you're doing the right thing, and thus your success is not repeatable. And then the best one is conscious competence. This is where you're competent and you know why you're competent, so you have a pattern of repeated behavior in order to achieve a desired outcome. Conscious competence is the best way to be. This is where self awareness comes in. knowing the skills you lack, the skills you need, and what you need to get there, and then repeating that pattern. It takes pressure. Pressure is a privilege. If you feel like you have pressure to succeed and to do things, to be a leader, whatever the position is that you're in, that pressure is a privilege. It's a way and a method for you to use your body, to use your mind, to step up and achieve bigger. For me, I feel pressure in preparing for a wedding and a marriage right now, but that pressure is making me double down on my business, double down on coaching, and it's helping me actually make more money, and it's helping me do better at sales. Pressure helps you to perform at a higher level. So don't avoid pressure, lean into it and use it. It takes leadership, two types of leadership: self leadership, lead yourself, have some discipline, go on the negativity diet, do your visualizations, have this illusion of choice that there is no choice. You have to do the trainings, you have to do what it takes. There is no leadership choice. Lead yourself through the discipline to do what it takes. The second kind is leading your influence, your circle of influence, whoever you're around, your team, your family, your relationships, whatever the situation is, your employees. How are you going to influence them? Number one is by example, through that self leadership at the beginning, and then through energy and consistency. People can feel your energy, so lead with confidence and poise. Leaders also listen more than they talk. So practice some active listening. And lastly, it takes role models. Find somebody that is a step ahead of you or a couple steps ahead of you and emulate them. Practice what they're doing, copy their models, look at what their plans are and copy it. I have hired coaches through different steps of my learning, and I have a degree where I'm learning from professors where they're a step ahead of me that I can learn from them and get value. And that's how you're able to get to where you want to get. Now we have books and podcasts and YouTube trainings and all these different things and coaching from other people. I have a sales coach, I have a performance coach, and I have a life coach that I work with that I'm getting coaching from, and I'm always leveling up on different ways. And I have my own business coach to help my business level up. People that are ahead of me in the game that I can use as mentors to 10x my results. So find a mentor, find somebody that you can look up to, that you can train with, that you can get plans of action from, and do what they tell you to do because they've been there. So find a mentor. In conclusion, I want to say, always, always take this one step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time. That's a quote from Rocky, from Creed. Do it one thing at a time, but then also with that one thing, always add one more. One thing, one more. One thing, one more. One more attitude, one more attribute, one more door, one more sales call, one more uh, thing to help your relationship, but take it one step at a time. Don't be thinking of this as a huge picture. Visualize the one step, one thing, one step at a time, one round at a time. Be present, have this neutral thinking. Neutral thinking isn't about being positive, it's about being disciplined, eliminating negativity, focusing on the present, and making consistent choices that lead to excellence, like Nick Saban said. If you're ready to train your mind like an athlete and become an elite sales pro, you know what to do. I have so many results from so many clients getting 10x results from their trainings. If you want those same results, click the link below and I'll see you in the MindFit School community. And remember, it takes what it takes.